Am I overreacting for being upset that my parents added my cousin to my walk down the aisle? I, 27 female, and my husband, 27 male, just got married yesterday. Congratulations. I'm really struggling to get over something that happened right before I walked down the aisle, and I need an outside perspective. About 2 minutes before I was supposed to walk, my parents told me that my 9-year-old cousin would be joining us. I was shocked and immediately said no. I wanted that moment to be just me, my mom, and my dad. It felt really special and personal to me, and I did not want my cousin included. My parents brushed it off and told me it was not a big deal and said I was being a bridezilla. They also kept saying this was what my aunt wanted and that her feelings would be hurt if I said no. And is the aunt getting married? Did she pay for the wedding? Why the fuck do people think that they can just straight up pressure people into doing what they want for an event that is not theirs? I am so sick of people like this. Hello, audacity party of all of you, get a fucking grip. You don't get to determine what somebody else's celebration of life looks like. If they want to have flying fucking horses coming through with tails of multicolors and you choose to go, that's it. That's the only thing you get to do. If it's your event and you want to have freaking TNT and fireworks shooting out of a possum's ass, fucking weird, but whatever, that's your event. Quit putting your expectations on other people's events and then judging them against the expectations you had for something that you didn't pay for. Let me get back to the story. My parents brushed it off and told me it was not a big deal and said I was being a bridezilla. They also kept saying that this is what my aunt wanted and that her feelings would be hurt if I said no. At that point, I was already overwhelmed and emotional, and I didn't want to cause a scene or ruin the moment. So I forced myself to smile and walk down the aisle with my parents while my cousin walked behind us. I really tried hard not to let it ruin my wedding. During the reception, I danced. I had fun and I stayed positive. But now, the day after, I keep replaying the moment in my head. Instead of being fully present, I was stressed, upset, and distracted during one of the most important moments of my life. I feel like something very special was taken from me. Am I overreacting? And there is an update. I spoke to my parents today and told them that I was hurt that on my wedding day, someone else's wants were put above mine. They apologized and said they didn't think I would mind. Bullshit. They knew you would mind, which is why they told you to not be a bridezilla. Hello? They brushed you off and then used the bridezilla term to get you to back off. They abso-fucking-lutely knew that it was going to bother you. They also said that they were very nervous about walking me down the aisle and didn't really notice how upsetting it was in the moment. Excuse me, what? So not only did they brush you off, accuse you of being a bridezilla, but then didn't even take the time to notice your discomfort? Get the fuck out of here. They kept saying it wasn't noticeable and that the wedding was amazing overall. But they also blamed me for not telling my cousin to leave. Wait. So they bring your child cousin over there, tell you that that child is going to be walking with you. You tell them you're not cool with it. They tell you you're a bridezilla. And then they say it's on you for not telling that child you're not going to do this. What? No, OP, what? You're hearing this? And this makes sense to you somehow. I really fucking hope not. I told them that what upset me most was that they put the pressure on me right before I walked down the aisle and that they were still making excuses instead of taking responsibility. Damn straight. I said I needed some time to think. They asked me what I wanted and how we could move forward. I told them that I'm going to have other important life events and I need to know that during those moments, I will be seen, prioritized, and allowed to be the focus. They apologized again and said they agreed. So it was this strange mix of apology and excuses. I'm still not sure how to move forward from here. It's because you didn't get any resolution. Oh, we won't do it in the future. No, you put a boundary down and ma'am, they Joe Gibbs pit stopped your boundary. Across it. They then forced it. Because when you said that you weren't comfortable, they moved forward with it anyways. Then tried to put the blame on you. Then said, oh, well, we didn't realize this and we didn't realize that. All they needed to hear is it was your event and you said no. No explanations, no defenses, no anything needed other than the answer of no. But auntie and cousin and this person and that person, all those other people's opinions of what they would like, trump their own child. So I am going to tell you, you need to actually look at their behaviors, not their words. The behaviors in what happened. And when you did speak up to them, how did you get treated? Because if you do not draw a line in the sand now, and there has to be some form of repercussions or they're not going to learn, it will happen again and again and again and again. I wish you nothing but the best.